Let's make a fun book art flower vase. You're going to want to stop at Michael's because that's where they have all of the fun florals and items you can use to stuff your bouquet on sale. So I love how they always put their seasonal things on sale. And this time it's Halloween. So I grabbed some black roses and one of these fun bouquets that has a little skull skeleton hand in it. And those were perfect for a Halloween themed book art piece. And I couldn't resist this little feather duster. It has the cutest pop of purple in it. And don't forget to grab a book from the Dollar Tree. So once you have all of your project pieces together here, just remove the dust cover from the book. And if you want to cover that spine, you're welcome to paint it. I just chose not to on mine. Now, without a lot of girl math, you can find the center of your book easily or not be that picky. Now, I did use the ruler to go ahead and measure off where I wanted the flower vase to start, and I went with sort of the middle of my book pages, but you can go lower or higher depending on the look that you want. And stick to the end because I'm going to show you some really fun variations of this project that you're not going to want to miss. Okay, so once I've done that with my Sharpie, I'm going to go back to the center of the book and start on one side or the other. I guess since I was right-handed, I started on the right-hand side, and you're just going to grab as many pages as your scissors will allow you to cut through, and using that Sharpie mark that you made, start cutting halfway through the book pages. This can be very fun to do. You can do it while watching your favorite Netflix program, chatting on the phone, or just having a peaceful little bit of time to yourself like I did. Now, once you have them cut in half, you're going to want to start tearing them down from the center of your book. Mine didn't get cut down enough into the center, so I had to give them a little bit of help. But once you have that part done, it's really easy to start tearing them. You just continue this, and again, I just grabbed a few pieces of book pages at a time and tore them down just in the top half only. Now, this is just me being picky. I started kind of cleaning up the spine part. You do not have to even worry about that. I mean, at the end of the day, that is going to get covered with your florals. But, that was just me. I get that satisfaction from making things, kind of trying to be the perfectionist, but totally you can leave that ragged if you want. Now, just continue this process all the way down till you get all of the book pages torn that you cut through in the first place. Now, hang on to those book pages because we're going to make another project with those. It's a really cute ghost garland, and I will link it in the description below. But once you have all of your pages done on one side, just repeat the process for the other side. And then I took sections of the book pages, about 5 pages a piece. You decide how big you want your little tubes to be, and then fold them together towards the center. And then to secure them, I just use a little bit of low temp hot glue and made a simple line, put it into the book spine, and tucked it neatly away. Once you do this, you're going to repeat this process on both sides. You got it, picking up about 3 to 5, however thick you want it to be to hold your flower stems, and repeat the process on both sides until the entire book pages are glued to the center and you have the perfect little book art vase for your florals. Oh my gosh, you guys, this project is so fun, so satisfying. You're going to be thinking of all the different ways you can decorate with these. I actually saw one of these the other day when I was social shopping with you guys over on my Facebook page, and we saw this at a local antique mall. Someone had a booth and they had several of these really pretty done. If you have not followed me yet already over there, I will put a link below for you guys to do that as well. Once you finish securing all of those book pages, you are going to want to glue down your book. This just helps it stay, in place when you have it standing. You see how it's standing and then the book wanted to come open. I went ahead and put a dot of glue on several of the book pages. You don't have to obviously glue down every single page, but if you can do the top and the bottom corners on each, I'm just kind of grabbing a section at a time and gluing them. It will really help when you stand up the book. Now the fun part, you're going to start adding your faux florals. I put a few of these roses in and leaves, and then I decided to add some on the outside. I just tore some of the rose petals, rose leaves off and put them kind of randomly around on the outside of the book. You can get as creative as you want with these. I glued some down on the front. I thought that was super fun. And then I decided I knew I had a skeleton hand already in my stash. So I just glued this to the top of these two big leaves and added it for a fun pop of whimsy to this book flower vase. Now, I did use some of the floral bouquet that I bought in a different project, and I will link it below too, but it's these cute little ghost buckets from Dollar General. Oh my gosh, you have to check that out. It is over on the blog. I will link it below. I ended up taking off that little purple leaf that I love, feather that I love so much because it just didn't go with the flow of the book. And this is me trying a billion different ribbons because I decided I wanted to put ribbon on the front of this. And I ended up going with the plain Jane black, but I think it looked great. You want to be really specifically careful when you are adding the ribbon because you want to make sure that you leave enough kind of leeway with the ribbon that it will still stand up on its own and it won't pinch those little book folds terribly. So I glued it on each side with the book open. And then at the last minute decided to add a little bit of rhinestone pop of bling right there to the center. And this is how she turned out. So pretty. I love the folds. Again, you can get super creative with this. I'm going to show you so many other ideas on ways that you can make this, not just for Halloween, but this is where I styled her. I added her to my trick or treat tray that I did a few years ago. I'll link that as well. But I think she turned out so pretty. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And I hope that you will try making one of these yourself. All right, so another idea that you can use is just fresh spring florals. So pretty and so unique. If you like videos like these, my friend, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can know each time I put one of these videos out. In the meantime, I absolutely love this one my friend Heidi did over at DIY Dreaming with wood solo flowers. The spring pop of hot pink has my heart. I'm telling you, I absolutely love the ways that you can totally make this unique and your own. I hope that you will try making one of these as well and come back and let me know in the comments what you made. Now, if you like videos like this, follow along and watch the next set of videos. These are my most popular videos and I'm hoping that you will love them as well.